and Jonesy know what it's all about. From burnouts and doubts to boundaries that stick. We're right here with you through thick and thick. Do what you want because you're grown. You don't need to hustle all on your own. With that voice in your ear when it all goes whack. Take a deep breath, we got your back.
Welcome to another riveting episode of Minding Our Business. And I'm going to get the name right every time in 2026 when I introduce it. My guest today is my co-host, Jonesy. I call him Dan, besides when we're in this setting. So, Jonesy, we decided in this a minute and 33 seconds that we've been chatting back and forth when we had a episode that we were streaming fail. And we decided we're making this into 2025. That's just what the episode's called, 2025.
We're going to do a recap, because we had Glenn Guadalupe was going to be our guest, having some technical difficulties with internet connection. So we're all working from home today, and Glenn's going to join us in person at a different time. We even had our message because Glenn couldn't hear us. I said we will do this another time.
Abort,
rather than get frustrated, and that's a good pivot, because that is what's going to happen in business and in life. There are going to be circumstances. There are going to be things that we do not have control over. We only have control over how we react.
You know how many times people say that to me? It sounds so amazing, except for when you're reacting and you're like, right. Life's about reaction, bitch.
I think that's the point, though.
Yeah. I mean, I do bad at that one, but 2026 is going to be a great one for me.
You have Dr. Julie Radico's book, right? You will get through this?
I do. Actually, do I have it up here? I might have it up here. Somewhere. I have mine up here somewhere. Oh, I'll show you what book I do have, though. I'll show you what book I do have around here.
Hey-o.
This one.
I know that book.
All right. So we were saying we're going to jump into 2025. So I'm holding up one thing. So
it's 2026.
Doesn't count. It didn't come out in 2026.
Yeah. Okay.
I bought it in 2025. So I'm one of the original purchasers then.
You are.
So I said, business in your year of 2025 grew exponentially, whatever that word is. So tell us a little bit about it. And I think it ended up, the year took you to write this book.
It did. So yeah, let me preface that. Fire Your Boss is the other podcast I do. With two gentlemen that I've been masterminding with for a few years at Kim MacArthur's Impact School of Marketing. It's with George Bruno. He's a men's coach and a YouTuber. So that's really how it started. Is he's very comfortable with content creation, and he pitched the idea with Frank Guerin, who is a different partner of mine in internet marketing. We've had some collaborations together. He does real estate investing in land flipping specifically. Mm-hmm. So, we're all passionate about being self-employed, and the idea of firing your boss and being your own boss. But acknowledging that, it's not the romanticized version that people claim it is, and that there's a very strategic way in doing it. My own story, which I've told on this show plenty of times, had to do with the roles and organizations I was with never aligning specifically with what my value was and values. So my own value and skills, and my values, like my actual principles and core beliefs. Mismatch alignment. So I had to create my own ecosystem and my own environment for that, where even former employers now get a better version of me because I'm able to evolve and constantly learn and do better for them without any of the chicanery or BS or corporate theatrics that go along with employment. So the book's really my narrative about that. And Frank and George add their wisdom and anecdotes along the way. So we took a hiatus from the podcast for a little bit, just because of some personal things that were going on with, different people, with the intent of picking it back up. So I had basically just hammered out this manuscript with the word salad typing that I do, and just did a bunch of pull quotes from the first 33 episodes we did, and just kind of laid it out into a book. And I want to say about 2 months ago or so, George, who through his YouTube channel And his coaching sends my agency, marketing agency near you, referrals. Basically, hey, hit up, get a meeting with Jonesy. Yay, thanks.
It's like literally my favorite sweatshirt.
Speaking of goals for 2026, we said we were going to be better about naming our sponsors on the show, marketing agency near you and the Sadusky team. Real estate.
People don't like to say Sadusky because it naturally goes like they want to say Sandusky.
Yeah.
That's a very child predator type name in Pennsylvania, specifically in the state. But we're not. We have a D. It's SAD. Yeah. And it's a married name for me. So, I can't do anything about it.
There are, but we don't want you to. Because we love Joe.
Yeah, we love Joe.
So there's our sponsors named. And so anyway, the guy who I had taken a meeting with, and he's actually becoming a client of my agency. He was like, oh yeah, you're Jonesy from Fire Your Boss. I'm like, yeah. He's like, is that coming back? I'm like, well, now that you asked, I suppose it has to. So we came up with a game plan, me and the boys, to start recording again. And they didn't know about the book. So I kind of dusted it off and sent it to them. And we just kind of round robins for a few weeks, sent it to an editor, who makes it more of a narrative. And then we self-published through Amazon, and here we are. So the 33 episodes is a lot of the work that went into it. But the actual production time was, maybe like 25 person hours. Don't say man hours, person hours to write this thing. So not a terribly large workload.
Yeah. I didn't dive into it yet because I don't know. I like to try and read one thing at a time. That doesn't normally line up. Are you going to have this on like Audible and stuff? And are you going to be the voice on Audible?
I'm not. If anybody, it's going to be George.
Because
George has the narrator voice.
I would sometimes I'll do a book and I'll do audio so I can look at it extra. And if I heard you reading it, I could probably do it on like a faster speed. I could get through it quicker because I'd be like bam, 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 done. But I'm excited to read it because it looks like a good easy read too. When you look at a book and it's just not gonna feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's the way it's printed. Anyway, it's going to be great. Everyone buy it.
Thank you.
So I would like to say that I feel like when someone comes up to you and says like, oh, are you bringing that back? Because when people are doing things that we're doing, unless somebody's commenting or doing a bunch of things, there could be a million people that aren't actually like commenting, sharing, but are enjoying watching it. So the fact that you're coming back to it after being consistent and like feeling like, oh, someone said it. Like, yeah, I need to go back to George and be like, hey, people are listening to this. Let's keep doing it.
Right. Yeah, that's the validation and feedback that really triggered us to jump back on and relaunch the entire thing. We're not the only ones talking about that message, but we connect with people in a certain way, and the message does need to be told. I am rather anti-corporate and anti-authoritarian and contrarian. So that's the style you're getting from it. But it comes from good intentions and wanting everybody to be creating value in the way that, fits them best. And my businesses now all reflect that. I was going to talk about the real estate business a little bit with Glenn on here, but we'll have to circle back on that. But it's cool. It's a way we're getting into real estate marketing and wholesaling with the solutions-based business rather than just a aggressive lowballer.
Minus that, like probably another conversation. I've been getting really into assume like the art of like trying to help people with deals with like assuming their mortgage with like low rates and stuff for something else. But what's the biggest accomplishment for marketing agency near you in 2025? Is it the book?
No, because that's, let's consider the book a really bougie, expensive business card for marketing agency near you. One, it's a passion project. So, and we've sold some books already, not just you. We actually do have some sales, and it was meant to be self-liquidating. I didn't go into it, expecting to sell millions and millions of copies. I wanted to pay for itself, which it already is, and to spread the message over across a different medium and show authority. Yeah, You want to talk about firing your boss? I wrote the book on firing your boss. That's a fun catchphrase that my wife is already tired of. And now I'm like, I got to write books on different subjects. Like you and I are going to write the Minding Our Business book. Like I'm going to say it now. It's going to be out by the end of 2026.
2026. I'm becoming an author.
You are. Yeah.
You,
so that's accountability. Biggest thing that happened is Amanda joining our team, not just as the part-timer that she was doing some coordination activities, client interfacing and social media content production, but becoming my full-ass operations manager, basically my COO.
Is this your first? Is this your first full-time employee?
Yeah, as a W-2. Yeah.
All right. Oh, you have a first. That's sorry. My cell phone had a ding.
Gotcha.
All right. Say the dinging of my phone. I'm gonna try and silence it. Is the fact that I recently just taught Joe how to use Chat GDP, and now he's been like adding additions and stuff onto our house using it and sending me photos.
Oh, that's such a good use case for that. I love that.
I'll take a picture of like my entire back room and be like, okay, I want to put an addition on the back. Like, how can I do that? And then it shows you, and it uses your space and shows you what you can do.
You like pop the dimensions and stuff in there?
I don't even pop. I just take the picture. I mean, if we wanted to get really, in depth with it, I'm sure that it could probably go that hard or whatever.
And he has like a construction background, right? So it's not like.
I think that Joe's an engineer.
Okay.
But he's also super handy. But honestly, I think his calling, he either should have been like a builder, a straight up builder, or like an architect. Like he's very good at like design, especially utilizing every inch of space. Like if you like my house now, like it was built, and like we got floor plans from my father-in-law, who's the builder, and Joe redid them. I was like adding bump outs to make it, because like our lot's very narrow, so adding bump outs to make it appear bigger. Something else that he did that it was really good. But I added, but he's always changing the floor plans on things, in my opinion, making them better.
All right, so then why not start a builder company? A construction company.
We already have one in the family. For us, it's like Joe hasn't fired his boss completely yet. Joe still works a 9-to-5 job, with very good health insurance, with a pension, a 401k, and I think for me, like I'm like quit that job. I'm like, let's just go do something. It's easier for me to say that than like saying it to my husband, who feels like everything is on to him. Like, right. I'm your husband. I'm going to house you and our children. I will feed you. Whatever that caveman like kind of thing is. So I'm like, yeah, just do it. But then like in turn, he's the smart one.
I mean, it's also, I mean, that's a massive mental paradigm shift of having all that security. Now, one of my chapters is called Job Security is a Myth, but he's also, and you're doing it in a way where it's mitigated because you do have the other streams of income. So yeah, it's not completely burning the boats if you were to do that, because you could simply just scale rentals. And is there a pension? No, but you're kind of creating your own pension with the appreciation of the house. Health insurance, you're going to have to buy it yourself, but when you're self-employed, then that's a tax deduction. So it's a very much different way of looking at things.
We would also have to like scale down our lifestyle significantly, probably significantly, to make sure that we wouldn't be like struggling, especially right off the bat. Because, when you have something that is coming, it's much easier to be like, okay, I'll join this for the month. Or like I can still go like pay this for the month. I don't know. But
in a way, when you're creating that, you already you can extrapolate and forecast based on, and we'll just take rentals, like not even like the real estate agency, the listing business, right, where you make your commissions, but the rentals themselves, that there is a lead time in conversion, in renovations, and then getting them rented, and all the different formulas that go into a property analysis. But at the same time, you've got equity in all those properties. There's your safety net right there. Oh
So
no, we're a little cash short. Let's go ahead and get a nice $100,000 loan off this property.
yeah, I mean, doing what we do, we put ourselves in those situations plenty of times because, and even like I think our last property, like Joe is getting very stressed, and I'm like, it always works out, and I'm like, and then I'm like, I have to remind him that like you're the risk taker, and I've always been like when I had $20,000 in the bank, like I think we lived in Mount Holly, so we had $20,000 in the bank. It was like my first. It was one of my first clients that like I didn't know them. They found me via Facebook. Then I listed their house and then had them buy a house. So it was like a double for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like $20,000. And I remember like, then it was like, oh, there's a house we could buy right next door. It's like, should we do this or do that? Like, I remember me and Joe just like talking about it, and he was so about it, and it was making me so nervous. But like it always ends up being the right choice, even if we were really broke as fuck for a little bit after that.
I mean, cash, a little light on cash, sure, but not broke. You've got the assets. It's just a matter of having them liquid.
We're like asset wise, we're millionaires. Mm-hmm. But like regular life, we're just regular old poor people.
Well, then you know what I say.
Credit cards. I know. Oh I've been telling Joe, because like that was his big thing for 2026 is like making sure that making sure we're taking care of our even personal credit very, very well, so that we can start amping up like more business credit.
And use the business credit. Just get them Amex and Chase cards right now. And as of this podcast, I've got $351,000 in available credit cards. So yes, you can buy a property with them. It's not as I think you had the visual a couple weeks ago of me sitting at the closing table going, no, try this one, try this one, try this card. No, this one will work. Hey, hang on, this one's good. And buying the property that way, it's not, you liquidate the credit card. You don't, swipe it at the table, which would be fun, but
it would be fun to do that. That would be, that would be a new interesting way on buying real estate. Bring your Discover card.
Discover. Yeah. my student Discover card with 1.5 cash back. That's like saving a whole point on the transaction.
That was Discover and Capital One were my first credit cards when I was like 20 years old. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Back when they would hand you an application that was pretty much guaranteed to go through at college.
Do you know what I used to use my credit cards for at the time? I worked at Bonefish Grill. And at nighttime, like after, the restaurant closes, like naturally it's time to go out. So we go to Miller's.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like turning 21 at this time. And this was my drink every night that we went out. I would have 2 Long Island iced teas and then just fucking shots. And then that was what I used my credit card for. It was just
cost
like
effective.
shots. Yeah.
Cost effective. So you would leave Bonefish and trade in the Boom Boom Shrimp for Bang Bang Zingers at Miller's and get some shots.
We get some shots, yeah.
My
21st birthday, it was a Thursday. There was no one there, and I stood on top of the table, and somebody just looked over and said, "Can you please get down?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Asked you nicely.
So there's that. Sorry, I went off on a tangent about my 21-year-old days.
And uses of credit.
Yeah,
so I'm going to hold you accountable. Get your business Amex and Chase cards.
So you have a lot of business credit. What kind of tips do you have for just random old folks? Just go to whatever bank you have and say, hey, let me get a credit card with my
personal relationship with a local bank is always good, credit union. But the lowest barrier, even when you're just starting out, get the card under your LLC or whatever your business entity is. Mm-hmm. And you still have to personally back it when your business is new. Right. So meaning, Dan Jones, my personal credit profile is guaranteeing that I'm going to, pay off this debt every month. Mm-hmm. However, the utilization, especially on American Express, Chase, Wells Fargo, those 3, the utilization does not show up in your personal credit. So this 351,000 I have in business credit, none of that shows up on my personal utilization.
Okay.
Now, if I don't pay, they're going to, I get a small grace period or whatever, but everything goes on auto pay, at least for a minimum. Then it shows up. And then you open up your D&B profile, Duns and Bradstreet, Duns and Bradstreet profile under your business, and that helps you establish business credit as well. And then, it's D&B, Dun and Bradstreet.
Dun and Bradstreet.
Yeah.
Should you do a business credit presentation in 2026?
I could. There's people better than me I could bring in, but
we know a good person for that. I think
I can. There's somebody I can bring in.
Bring up the business credit guy.
Yeah, I can bring him. His name is Rich. He's good.
All riches are good. I don't know why I said that. I don't even know a lot of riches.
Your name ain't poor.
If your name ain't rich,
broke.
it's Dick. Yeah. Which I never really understood, the rich and the dick thing.
No.
Let me look it up and see where it originated.
Yeah, what's the you might want to search that incognito mode.
Dick. All right. Oh no. Did I lose you? All right. Here's how it happened. All right. Here's how it happened. In medieval England, Richard was commonly shortened to Rick. At this time, it was fashionable to create rhyming nicknames by swapping the first consonant. So Rick, Dick, just like Rob, Robert, Rob, Bob, and William, Will, Bill, over time, Dick became a standard accepted nickname for Richard. The slang meaning of Dick came much later, so the nickname was already established well by then.
Yeah, but when? Because, I mean, Dick has been around my whole life as the slang, and
this is saying medieval England. This is like
yeah. But like, there's still people in my lifetime that were called Dick. Not.
Oh well, this says if you're curious, Richard also picked up other nicknames like Rich, Richie, and Rick. Dick just stuck, or historically.
Dick just sticks.
Yeah, Dick just sticks, and that's what happened here.
Wow, what a great lesson! What a great history lesson.
I'm trying to think. I had this kid. Now I'm on this. There's nothing to do with anything. I went to a school with a kid named Charles when I was in like grade school. Guess what his nickname was? His name's
Chick?
Charles.
Okay, were you gonna say Chick because it rhymes with Dick? Chuck, Chaz,
Nope.
Chaz Michaels.
Nope. Those all make too much sense. His nickname was Hank.
Hank. Okay, which is the nickname of Henry for some reason, but Charles and Hank. Okay, sure, why not?
I think it's a nickname. Is Hank a nickname for Charles? Let's see. Oh, it says no. I'm like, okay. I thought it was gonna tell us something like Hank is actually definitely a nickname.
Because in medieval times, it was fashionable to drop the E and the Y and the R from your name and add a K, thus turning. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're talking about Charles. Jesus, I don't even know how you get there. Yeah,
thus turning Charles into Dick.
Right.
Exactly.
It's the long medieval road of Dick. That's the episode title.
I could go on about the word dick only because my family growing up, like, it was a very big word for us. I don't know why, but we call each other dicks.
It's a funny word.
Just like it was never a bad word. It was like, you're a dick, or you're being a dick, or like, you're a goddamn dick. I don't know what it is, but my family always liked dick.
There's the isolated quote.
That's going to be it. That is a good quote, actually. But my family does. We are a family of women. So there is a lot of dick liking.
I bet, yeah. The big D.
Fred dabbles in dick. That's my dad. I just wanted to say that because it sounded funny. Fred dabbles in dick. We may or may not ever post this anywhere, but at the very least,
this is getting posted. Yeah.
My dad to hear that line.
These are I'm sending it to you. This is the one that's going to get shadow banned on every platform.
Oh, so am I being too offensive?
I don't care.
You know how I do. I
you
like
26 straight episodes of trying to get canceled.
The best. Wait, what are we? 26?
Yeah, somewhere around there. 26. Yeah, I think this is 2026.
All right, now that we're moving to the next thing, I have a bunch of people I want to schedule on. I just haven't put efforts because I've been on this children vacation that I've been on. AKA like my kids are always around, and then it gets me very confused on like what's happening in life.
You should ask them for their input on guests. Put them to work.
No, it's a bunch of members of the YBA that want to come on. Then I have someone in my family. It's like a distant family member. Very entrepreneurial. Very
One of the members of the Dick crew, or
one of the
different
dicks.
sides? One
Yeah,
of the Dicks? Cool.
totally on the dick side. Yeah. Which is funny because the dick side is not my dad's side, even though my dad is the dick. Or does he? I found out my whole life that my mom and dad were actually different. Like my dad was the woman and my mom had the dick.
Oh my God.
I don't know why this.
What a revelation. That's
nah, Judy don't got no dick.
Judy, yeah. I didn't remember that being on the Judy the Judy files, the J files.
I know she's in town. Maybe I'll get with her soon and do a little
I think it's time. Yeah.
Wait, should we? No, she can't come on ours. Absolutely fucking not.
Why? She would expose too many things, or what?
No, she would just think it's her show.
I mean, that's less work for us. So
I don't really think she has much to input on business and mental health. I mean, she definitely has mental health issues. Business, not as many. Mental health, she's crazy as a dog. Or not a dog, but whatever's crazy. Batshit. Crazy as a bat.
Yeah.
Batshit crazy. Then it makes you wonder, what does batshit crazy mean?
Yeah, like I don't know. Bats seem like some reasonable creatures to me.
I bet you bats are very
introverted.
Okay, I'll tell you what batshit crazy actually means in slang phrases. It means extremely crazy, irrational, or widely out of control.
But where did the phrase come from?
Okay, where it came from. Gano, it's bat droppings were historically collected for fertilizer and gunpowder. People who worked around large amounts of it in caves were exposed to fungal spores and toxic fumes, which could have caused hallucinations or mental illness. Okay, so it's the bat poop.
The bat shit, yeah.
The bat shit that people were ingesting and in turn made them bat shit crazy.
Guano loco, as they call it in Spanish-speaking countries. I have no idea if that's a thing, but guano loco sounds awesome.
Wow. That's actually very, very interesting.
I think that should be like a trivia team name, the Guano Locos.
That's a good trivia question.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I don't know what would the question be? What causes what's something that from a bat that causes people to go crazy? And the answer would be bat shit. No, see, I'm messing it up. You're good.
We'll also accept the term guano.
Guano. What is one thing that you can ingest that'll make you batshit crazy? Batshit, or no?
The actual batshit.
Guano. Are there any other phrases that we should figure out why they're a thing? I kind of like this.
That could be a segment.
What are some about hustling? Hustle your bustle.
Yeah. Something about a bustle.
What are some good metaphors? All right.
Is this Google or GPT?
This chat GPT. Chopping wood while others warm their hands. I like that one.
I guess that means being proactive instead of reactive and waiting for something to happen.
That's like some work ethic, maybe some grit.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'll read them to you, and you can then you analyze them back to me, okay? Laying bricks when no one's watching.
That's, building and doing the right thing, even though you're not doing it for vanity.
Yes. Eating pressure for breakfast.
And shitting out success. That means you wake up ready to grab the bull by the horn, and take on whatever's being thrown at you. I've never even heard that one before. Eat pressure for breakfast.
Yep, eat it. Moving like a wolf, not a firework.
I don't know. Huff and puff and usurp some pigs. I don't know. I don't know what that one means. Oh, I guess because a wolf is an alpha apex predator and a firework is over in a flash, so therefore the wolf has staying power and eventually evolves into the chihuahua.
It doesn't tell me the answer, but I really think that you interpreted it well.
But what are two things that are nothing like? I don't know.
Don't worry, I'll get you some more riddles. All right. What has hands but can't clap?
Clock.
You knew that one.
I mean, you just asked it to me. I've never heard it before.
Okay. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
The more you take, the more you leave behind. A shit. Oh. A walk.
Footsteps.
Footsteps. Okay. I think a poop also works. Because when you take a poop, you're actually leaving one behind. Hence all the guano.
It works.
And that has now made our episode come full circle.
All right. I have another one for you, just for funsies. I'm tall when I'm young and short when I'm old. What am I? Think about something that you light when it's new and it's tall and then it melts.
A candle.
Yep. A candle. Well, so what's up with your friend from hockey? Is she just is she a business owner? Is she just a person?
Well, we're gonna end this episode, then we'll get into that.
Oh my god, I forgot you were recording.
Yeah, this is a whole epi. We gotta do our high kick. I'm wearing sweatpants.
Oh shit. This was like an ADHD one for me. I was just talking about whatever was on my mind, which is apparently dicks and...
You're doing your best, and some days it's a mess, but you're showing up still, so we're very impressed. Feeling the pressure, yeah, we relate. It's okay to not be okay. Minding our business, let's talk it out. Jess and Jonesy know what it's all about. From burnouts and doubts to boundaries that stick. We're right here with you through thick and thick. Do what you want because you're grown.